Hi Elaine, this question looks like a doozy indeed. Let's take a second and break it down and see what we have. What I want to do is take this and just pull it apart so it makes it a little easier to deal with. So what I want to do now, I'm going to show you how to do that. So it says here, it's your job to chart the amount of food consumed by the residents of your hall. At dinner, Miss Dalton ate, well, she ate 1/3 of a 3-ounce serving of meatloaf, 3/4 of a 3-ounce serving of mashed potatoes, 3/4 of a 1-ounce serving of gravy, 1/4 of a 2-ounce serving of green beans, 1/2 of a 1-ounce serving of bread, and 3 ounces of her cake. So that seems like an awful lot, but let's take it piece by piece and break it down and see what happens. So let's start here and call the first one A. Okay, so I said A. That's going to be 1/3 of 3 ounces, 1/3 times 3, which gives me, if you remember your math, multiplying a fraction and a whole number, we can say this one is actually 3/1, which translates into 3/3, because multiplying fractions multiply the top by the top and the bottom by the bottom. And 3/3, we can tell that it's going to be 1 ounce. Let's look at the next one. Let's call this one A. Let's call this one B. Let's call this, take them in order. Let's call this one C, D, E, and F. So let's look at the next one. So this number here is important to us. Let's keep an eye on that one, and then we'll come back to it in a few minutes. B says we have 3/4 times 3 ounces, 3/4 of an ounce. And again, like before, 3 can be written as 3/1. So this becomes times in the top and times in the bottom. We get 9/4. Okay. 9/4 can be broken down into, well, let's see, 4 divides into 9 2 times, gives us 8. With 1 left over. So that's 2¼ ounces. If you have trouble changing fractions into mixed numbers, just send me another email. I'll show you a little lesson on changing fractions into mixed numbers. But if that, right now at this point, is not necessary anyway, we can just still use 9/4, still fine. Let's look at C. C looks like 1/2 of 1 ounce. So 1/2 times 1 ounce. That's going to be just 1/2 ounce. Looking at D, 1/2 times 1 is just 1/2. Looking at D down here, we have 1/4 of 2 ounce. So D, we have 1/4 times 2 ounces, which gives us 2/4, which equals 1/2. Oops, my bad. Funny how your mind can say one thing and your hand does something different. It's strange. 1/2 of an ounce. Now, and then the next one, finally, well, not finally, two more. So 1/2 of an ounce of bread. So this is 1/2 an ounce of beans. 1/2 an ounce of bread is right here for E. Again, it's going to be the same thing, 1/2 times 1 ounce, 1/2 of 1 ounce. That's going to equal to 1/2 ounces. And F is simply going to be 3 ounces. Now, we're going to do all these intermediate calculations. The numbers we're going to focus on now would be this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Why? Because we take those numbers now, that's all the ounces, it's all the portions, all the ounces of the portions of the food that she ate for the entire meal. So let's take this, let's put this down here a little bit and start and redo them. So 1 ounce. So down here total equals 1 ounce plus 2.2 ounce plus 1/2 ounce plus 1/2 ounce plus 1/2 ounce plus 3 ounces. A, B, C, D, E, F. So we got them all in there. Make sure. Now we just add them all together. So let's see. Let's just There's a number of ways we can do this. I'm not sure which one will be the easiest way for you, but for me the easiest way would be something like this. I would take these since it's all addition, it really doesn't matter the order in which we add them in. So I would make it easy on myself, and I would add these ones first. I would add this one, and this one, and that gives us 1 ounce plus 2 1/4 gives us 3 1/4, plus 3 gives us 6 and 1/4 ounces. Those three. And I will add these three next. And that gives us 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1 plus 1/2 is 1.5, or in other words 3/2. So you can see that we have a problem because now we have 6 1/4 and 3/2. Can't add them. So when I get something like this, what I like to do is weight them vertically. I'll go 6 1/4 plus 3/2. Also, what I like to do, sometimes when things are too complicated and too fussy looking, I just block it out. Momentarily forget about it. I'll show you what I mean. I'll do this kind of trick. It's one of my favorite tricks. I go like this, and I would say, if I simply had 1/4 plus 3/2, I would add them. Well, what I would do, I would find a common denominator. So I have 1/4, that gives me 6/4. Makes sense? 2 times, take this one here, what I'm going to do is go 2 times the top, 2 times the bottom, and that gives me my 6/4. But I can't forget that other piece altogether, so I bring it back, and it becomes 6 1/4. And then I add them. Now when I add them, I can add these pieces right here. 1/4 plus 6/4, that's going to give us 7/4 and 6. But 7/4 we know can be reduced. 7/4, 4 into 7 once with 3 left over. So this changes into, well, I'll do it slower. This becomes 6 plus 1 and 3/4, or simply 7 3/4 ounces total. Hope that's helpful. If you don't like that in mixed numbers, you can do the whole thing in fractions. There's no need to involve decimals at this point. Fractions work just fine. Have any other questions or problems, or want me to explain this over and over more times, or do it a different way? Not a problem, just send me an email and I'll let you know. Alright, thanks very much. Have a great weekend. Bye.